TMZ, run by Harvey Levin, who is been known to be very reputable in the past.
He was found at his home in Memphis, not breathing. His road manager tried to revive him.
The dance between two legends. They weren't just musicians. They weren't just superstars. They were kings. One shook the world with rock and roll. The other redefined pop. They both changed history. But who left the bigger impact? But what if I told you? Their journeys were eerily similar. Their rise, their struggles, their downfalls. It's almost as if history repeated itself. Yet, while one conquered music with a guitar and a microphone, the other did it with a glove and a moonwalk. So, who truly shaped music history more? Music. The birth of two kings. Before Elvis Presley, rock and roll barely existed. Music was mostly blues, country, and gospel. Before Michael Jackson, pop music was just another genre, not the global force it is today. Then, everything changed. The small-town kid who shook the world. Elvis was born in 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi, a shy working-class kid raised on gospel and blues. He grew up listening to black artists like B.B. King and Chuck Berry, but in 1954, when he stepped into Sun Records, his voice, deep, hypnotic, changed everything. "All right, Elvis, let's hear what you got," the producer said. Elvis tapped his foot, strummed his guitar. Electricity filled the room. His first big break? That's All Right, 1954. What made him different? He didn't just sing, he performed. By 1956, he was the biggest star in America. But he didn't just entertain. He disrupted. The boy who was born to perform. Michael Jackson was born 23 years later in 1958, in Gary, Indiana. Unlike Elvis, he didn't start alone. He was the youngest in the Jackson 5. By age 6, Michael was already on TV. By 10, he had a number one hit with I Want You Back. By 13, millions had heard his voice. Two boys, two different decades, one unstoppable force, talent. The moment they became gods. 1956, Elvis Presley, the night that shocked America. Elvis walks on to the Ed Sullivan Show. He performs Hound Dog. His hips move, his legs twist, teenagers go wild. Parents are outraged. This is inappropriate, it's dangerous for the youth. But his rebellion became his power. Rock and roll was born. 1983, Michael Jackson, the night that changed pop forever. Michael steps onto the Motown 25 stage. The band plays Billie Jean. He moonwalks. The crowd gasps. What did we just see? The moonwalk wasn't an accident. Michael knew he had one shot to create a defining moment. But here's the twist. Elvis knew controversy would make him famous. Michael knew the moonwalk would break the internet. Before the internet even existed. The cost of being the king. Here's the painful truth. Fame destroyed them both. Elvis, 1977. Graceland, August 16th, found unconscious, prescription drugs in his system. Dead at 42. The world mourned, but the industry moved on. Michael, 2009. Los Angeles, June 25th. A fatal drug overdose, under pressure to perform again. Dead at 50. The world cried, but the media turned him into a scandal. Their legacy, who shaped history more? Elvis Presley introduced rock and roll to mainstream America, broke racial barriers by bringing black music to white audiences, inspired the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, entire generations of rock stars. Michael Jackson defined the modern pop star, music, visuals, dance, broke racial barriers on TV and in the music industry, still influencing artists like Beyoncé, The Weeknd, Bruno Mars. But here's the twist. Elvis changed how music sounds. Michael changed how music is experienced. Elvis shaped the sound of rock. Michael shaped the art of performance. Who wins? Maybe the truth is, they weren't competing at all. Elvis shaped the past. Michael shaped the future. And music? Music wouldn't be the same without both of them. The king of rock. The king of pop. Two names. One legacy.